Welcome back to more Guild Wars 2. Today, we're taking on the skill points and wrapping up this map so we can move on. The first thing we're going to do is starting from where we warped to last time to get back to the town over in the lower right-hand corner of the map. The Elemental Village, as you can expect. We're probably going to fight an Elemental. It's an Elemental type we've fought before, and I had trouble with when we fought the first time, but it was much closer to my level. I'm stronger now. It's down here at the wharf. It's not an ice elemental, it's not a rock elemental, both of which we've seen. It's a fire elemental. Merkessa, to be exact.
Step up, workers. You need to learn how to handle this elemental. Nice to see you. We have a taker. Those of you on the sidelines, pay attention.
Now the thing with Merkessa is as you can see, her crowd control sections don't affect the people who are in direct melee range in front of her, which really makes this a non-issue. If she was putting one of those right on me, I would have a much harder time taking her on. And when I did my engineer, she would summon them right on me, so this was a difficult battle, actually. But so long as you keep away from the crowd control, Merkessa is not going to be any type of problem.
Well done. Did you see that, workers? That's how you do it.
Now, what I did is I acquired, finally, one of my elite skills, and it summons a wolf. Now, sadly, it's not a permanent companion. It does have a duration, but that actually does make battles easier. Now, there are 2 skill points up here near Blackroot Swamp, and they're pretty straightforward, actually. The thing is getting to them. There's a lot of undead portals and scale around, both of which are a non-issue for me. But if you were coming in here early, even if you came in here from the human place, it wouldn't make any difference, because you're level 17 coming out of there, because their area is set weird. It really is. We'll see that next time, after some more story, of course. Now, one of the more interesting things is these are the things that come out of the portals, these shades and Aatxe. I'm not actually sure how you would pronounce that. Aatxe. Let's call it Aatxe, because it sounds weird. They're not difficult at all. In fact, destroying the portals aren't hard at all. You just wail on them until they die. As you can expect, though, this portal will let something through, something special. Well, I say special, but seeing what these enemies are called, they really aren't anything special. Something wants to challenge us, and it's another group of 3 enemies, including Aatxe and 2 shades. That was not a difficult battle at all. And I really have no clue why it's such an easy thing to do. I mean, it doesn't summon anything particularly strong. But moving on from that point, we're moving on to the next skill point, which is over here. Which is not all the way up here. Again, I was trying to figure out where all that missing map is, and then I remembered it's right here. Draithor's Demonens. No, I have no clue why these worms are completely see-through. I don't know if they never see the sun, or if they're just kind of ethereal. It's not quite said. Now, this can be a little difficult if you can't take out a veteran by yourself. Which, if you're coming in here at an early level, say from the human area, you probably can't. I'm not saying anything else, other than you probably won't be able to take on a level 16 veteran at level 17/18. So, complete the rest of the map and then come back for these, because these can be a little more difficult. Now the challenge here is to take some meat. Some powerfully weird meat. It apparently didn't agree with me very well. So we're just gonna move on, away from the respawning veteran. And we're going to be... Well, I was looking actually for it. Over here in Mainfire Hills is where we're gonna end up. That's the one we're going to. Now, this one's also a fairly straightforward one. If you have some type of group attack, which in my case is just me attacking. Nothing wrong with it. But it's actually on top of the location where we get the quest, which is the only reason to come up here, by the way, is to get this skill point. Kind of deceptive considering everything else is underneath it, so naturally you might assume that's underneath until you explore, in which case you'll discover that it's not. We're going to be fighting a catapult, a poison catapult,
I smell something
and its operator.
coming up the hill.
Welcome to Tocatl. Now, he's not hard at all. In fact, old Stinky isn't even hard at all, but he's the one you want to focus on, actually.
Ceasefire! That should keep old Stinky operating just fine.
I think you could take out old Stinky and it would count, but I actually have no idea. Hylic. Oh, I miss you. Yes, but the last one is in Merkessa Hill. First I gotta wait for the poison he gave me to wear off, because it would be ridiculous to be able to warp when poisoned. Unfortunately, the closest waypoint is over here in Overlord's camp, so it's actually quite annoying. But fortunately, Merkessa Hill is not far, but I'm going to spend a while trying to remember how to get inside of it. Take my advice. Take a right. There's only one entrance to this location, and it's to the right. Right in front of me from here. You go around it. I'm going to go the long way around because I'm a bit forgetful at times. When I did run this map, it was a long time ago. And of course, long time for me is like a week, so take from that what you will. Now, I will note that I'm not the only person to get confused by it here. This guy is also just as confused how to get to it. I was looking for the entrance, then I realized, oh, duh, that's right. It's on the other side. Now, I decided not to tell him this. I'm assuming he found it on his own. I probably should have told him, though, you know, being the nice thing to do. Now, we're gonna have to fight our way in. There's just no way around this. This is the only communing point on the entire map, and as you'd expect, it's guarded. Much like the only Eat This was also guarded. And centaurs, this is apparently they live in this little cave structure here. Fortunately, at my level, they are a non-issue, except for when they trample me. You always want to try and evade their trample attack or their lance attack or whatever special attack these guys have, because otherwise you're just going to be sitting there for a while. And even though they can't outdo my restoration, it's still annoying. And now for the big bit here. There's 2 little minions and a veteran. Now, for some odd reason, the veteran did not get triggered. I get to take him on one-on-one, and as we know, in a one-on-one battle, I will come out on top. Now, this guy is very unique. He's a sage. He uses magic, which is actually very unique among the centaurs. Apparently they do have some form of inane magic. Not quite what you would expect, but it does happen apparently. Unfortunately, he's not going to last long at all. He may have killed my thorn wolf, but he is going to regret it. An easy commune, and we are done with this map. I will see you guys next time when we continue Aerthin's story. But first we gotta get out of here. Let's go to Overlake Haven. And we got our typical rewards. Crafting items, transmutation stones, a weapon, and a piece of armor. Always take the runes out if you're gonna trash these items. Well, I'll see you guys next time. This is Stomping Llama, signing out.